Hey guys, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing few videos. First one is going to be this one, new fragrance that I got in my collection a few days back. This is from house of Lattafa, basically main house, and then sub house is called Maison Alhambra. This is the Lowe Noir. Okay, I don't think I have seen like tons of reviews on this, so I decided to buy it and test it and give you my feedback. This when I saw it first in the one of the pages here, Fragrantica Bangladesh, they were not at first not sure like what this is trying to do, but one of them, like the owner, she said perhaps it's a take on Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomade. Ombre Nomade, did I review? I don't remember, but I tested long time back, a few years, 4 or 5 years back, and my impression was it was very dark. And then some of the other dupes that I tried, they're also very dark. So Ombre Nomade basically is on the dark leather, oud, those uh, leather, oud, rose, those animalic, dark side fragrance, unlike their freshies. So this one is very affordable budget perfume within $30. Let's see if this is any good. How's the performance? Who's it for? Season, stuff like that. So it comes with 3-part presentation. This is the first box that you get. It's a very simple box, just like other Jean Lowe, okay, or they have the other perfumes, the same line. They look exactly the same. The box, okay, Maison Alhambra, 100 ml EDP. One good thing is it's 100 ml. Second thing you get is this one. It's called a can, sort of like it's kind of like Jean Paul Gaultier's type of can, but these are, I think, not tin can. These are the squeaky noise. Okay, so this is okay, like if you drop it, I'm not 100% sure it's gonna take the drop like a boss, but it's good. Okay, so you get that. And third part is the bottle, which I really like. It's like other like Maison Alhambra bottles, obviously inspired from Louis Vuitton bottles. So here's the name, Jean Lowe. I don't know how that goes. Noir. I like one of the characters in what's that serial called, where like all the heroes, anti-heroes, like villains are there. So yeah, like Noir was one of my favorite characters. So yeah, this is nice, really nice, dark amber looking bottle, kind of leathery, suede. And as usual, they do have magnet, which is nice. Like some of the other house, they don't give magnet. It's nice, but as you can see, it's kind of flimsy. Okay, and the bottle is very heavy, glass base. I say this in every video because I'm pretty sure not everybody watches everything. So do not pick it up by the cap. Okay, so you high likely will drop it and then you lose the bottle. Sprayer is good. How's the atomizer? Where is the atomizer? It's all dark. Okay, good. I don't want to overspray in the room because I'm going to be taking a nap after a while. So it is very, very strong perfume, and it's on the paper actually. Yeah, I can smell it. Let's just go one more spray just on the paper. Sprayers are okay, nothing crazy, but does serve its purpose. So let it settle down. And let me tell you, Ombre Nomade, I felt it was strongly for winter. Like this kind of dark perfumes, this is the inspired version, obviously, but the original Ombre Nomade, like this kind of fragrances, or you can say what's the other one? I reviewed Azure Oud from this line, the Oud Maracuja, the original, like this kind of fragrances sometimes are nice, sweet, fruity, you get those, but at the same time, they hit you hard, When I say hit you hard means it's intense, okay? Some of the fragrances like Black Orchid by Tom Ford, this kind of perfumes, interlude man, I try my best, to give them a wear, unless it's a very nice rainy day, which is breezy, the weather cools down significantly to 20s, let's say 23, 22 degrees in summer. See, it's strong. I would not recommend this for summer. If you're sitting in the office, yes, perhaps, because it has this dark rose, but again, it needs cool setup. If you're working in a place or going to somewhere which is very, very hot and humid, over 40 degrees, 35 degrees, I would not recommend this, okay? So keep that in mind. Season is, for me, anybody can wear anything, anywhere they like, but this is, I would suggest something for nighttime, a little bit cooler setup, okay? Second thing is the performance. This fragrance actually is much better performer than some of the other ones. Few days back, you saw me reviewing the Freshie, which is called Jean Lowe Azure. Kind of like, what was that original one, Afternoon Swim? This is totally different. This is sweet, freshy, like Aqua Dubai, it has perhaps a tea note and stuff like that. So this one lasted on me about 3.5 hours to 4. like pushing. This thing on the paper, I sprayed it, let's say the night before, next day, half day gone, I can still smell it on the paper, but at that point, obviously, it's not as strong. So I'm going to tell you one thing. Perhaps Ombre Nomade, it is going to last 2 to 3 times more than this, but for the price, man, my God, it's from the paper. It's triggering that, you know, sorry. So basically, this will last very decent time. You can smell it on the paper, on the clothes, but on the skin. On my testing, I went for a walk, late night. I came back after the shower. I could not detect it. So I would say it's solid for the price. It's very solid. Safe to say it's over 6 to 7 hours longevity, skin and clothes combined. That's my testing on nighttime. I did not wear this in daytime, so I cannot comment. So who is this for? This is for very, very mature crowds, I believe. This is not child's play. This is very serious fragrance. What I get from this is very strong synthetic amber. I don't know why I said amber or suede, something like that. There is a syntheticness to either amber or that leather note, which I got also from One Man Show Oud edition, similar sort of syntheticness. So polishness wise, like say something like Armani's Privé line, okay, the dark bottles, Rose Privé or some of the other ones, those are going to be very smooth. Some of the good qualities of high class ingredients, they give you smooth, like even though they are dark, they have rose, oud, let's say something like, sometimes I notice like Roja Dove, something interesting niche houses, they do fragrance a little bit different. Let's say oud satin mood, okay, or something like oud cashmere mood from MFK. I tried those and they never ever gave me like, like choking feel. They are very well done, and you can tell the quality difference, and you can tell like, oh, this is difference in price, maybe because of the ingredients, right? So this will give you that. So if you are, let's say, having a little bit of a cold or a little bit of a this thing allergy, it will trigger it. So there is this rubbery sort of like ambery leather tone, which is very off-putting in the opening. It's very, very challenging. If you did not like Azure Out, this is high likely is going to be even more dangerous than that. It's very dark. It's almost going to the point of Dark Lord. Good news is after 15-20 minutes, it settles down nicely, and you can start smelling the rose, kind of like a, I would say cinnamon, something fruity like a blackberry. There's a dark berry note, somewhere fruity, maybe patchouli, something dark in there. It continues to get dark, but it gets sweeter with the rose and those fruity notes combined, right? So at that point, this becomes really, really nice. But you have to withstand the first 15-20 minutes of harshness, okay? So that point, I would say this fragrance, it will be passed for many people, okay? I would not say it's a safe blind buy at all, okay? But if you're looking to make a statement, let's say you have all freshies, you don't have anything in collection, but you are just in the community and game for some time, your budget is not so high, but you're liking this trend of, Lattafa, the Paris Corner or French Avenue fragrance world. If you're that collector, let's say your budget is $20-30, this is plenty good for the price. It is like, if you smell this on the paper on the dry down of 40 minutes, okay, or on someone, you will not say it's a $30 cologne. You will say it's somewhere like high designer like, or maybe niche stuff, and it's very, very dark. So the dry down, as it gets deeper in the dry down, it gets better and better. So yeah, for the dry down, I'll give this 8.5. On the opening, I'll give it like 4. Okay, so challenging. Overall longevity projection for the value, the versatility, as you cannot, I would not recommend you to wear this on a very hot sunny day, so it's not very versatile. Versatility is like 5 out of 10. The age range, I would say, I don't want to put an age range, anybody can like or wear anything, but this smells like a 40 plus men's fragrance, okay? So Ombre Nomade versus this, obviously, if you are really fan of that and you're trying to get the notes breakdown on the Fragrantica is almost identical. This one has few more notes, I guess, the fruity notes. Maybe there's like a mint, like there's a dark mint note somewhere. So this fragrance is interesting, very complex. Something you want to get like a decant, 10 ml decant would last you at least a year. So you don't need like a full bottle of it or something. But I would say if you're going for a very serious affair, like you want to impress people, but you don't have very expensive perfumes, you can wear this with your suit, okay? And then you just go. Just make sure 15-20 minutes prior to leaving, spray this on the shirt or the jacket. Then it's really, really nice. And the development, as it gets, 2 to 3, 4 hours mark, this gets really, really nice. So it's a dark, gothic, rose, fruity, pink pepper, I think oud, that the leather, amber, the suede, all these things you find in this. I think I was gonna like it so much more if it was like 2 months, 3 months back, like in December. That would be perfect. So obviously, this is a very love it or hate it, very polarizing fragrance. I would say try, definitely sample before buying. As alternative to Ombre Nomade, it's okay. It's not bad. I would say about 75% they captured, but 25% of the quality of Louis Vuitton. I'll just be honest with you. I don't think this one has the quality. Okay, so keep it in mind. But again, the Ombre Nomade is going to cost you $350, $400 versus $30. I mean, if you complain too much, then you sound like ungrateful, right? So keep that in mind. So that's all the positives and negatives. Overall, my assessment on this fragrance, I give this a 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of respect. I was going to give it like 7 flat, but 0.5 maybe because of the quality on the dry down, its complexity, and the longevity is very, very good. So for the price, it's not a bad buy. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do the second video, and I have an important video on my mind. I don't know if I can have the energy to do it. Let's see if we can do that. All right, take care, have a nice day. Bye bye.